too. We're marching door to door, 'cause God loves Mormons and he wants some more. A 2-year mission is our sacrifice. We are the army of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
We are in the studio, what a pleasure, with some of the cast from the Book of Mormon, which is in town at the Orpheum through Sunday. And Rosalie was telling us tickets are going fast, and she's serious this time. Fast.
They did last time, too.
Yeah, absolutely, because it's such a great show. Everybody wants to go see it. So good morning, you guys. Thanks for coming in.
Good morning.
So we're going to guess Cody and Candace.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Hey. We just,
You
get it
never
straight.
know.
You never know.
Right.
These days, you never know.
Yeah.
Right, we're Chris and Ricky. Guess.
Oh, see, that's a good
Yeah.
one. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I'm Chris.
The pregnant elephant.
Yeah.
The pregnant elephant.
That's another story for another time.
Sorry about that.
But when it comes to elephants and zoos, the cool thing about this is, Cody, you're from South Dakota.
Yes.
Sioux Falls.
Born and raised.
Yeah, so you're an Omaha guy, the zoo, the whole thing. You know what's going on here.
I know. I just actually spent 6 hours. Oh, my goodness. My feet hurt so bad, but I walked every inch of that zoo yesterday.
Oh, so
Saw
you got to see the new
everything.
African grasslands?
Yes, it's beautiful. It kind of looks like Jurassic Park in there. So I don't know
great.
if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah, I hear they throw people over the fence periodically just to make it in the wild.
Yeah, just to see how they survive with lions.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
And Candace, you're a Memphis gal?
I am.
Memphis Belle.
I grew up in Memphis and went to college in Nashville, so I'm pretty Tennessee bred.
Cool.
And I hear this is your first touring show.
It is. It's my first professional gig in general, if you don't count Carowinds theme park.
Okay.
Should we count it?
I mean, you could.
Okay.
I made money, so. I got this in the middle of my college education, and I went to like an open call in the middle of a school day in college, and I booked it 2 weeks later. So
Never looked back.
Very
looked
nice.
back. Yeah, I've been pretty darn lucky.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, I would say you're pretty darn talented, too, because I wouldn't have guessed that. You were fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
By the way, Nashville, the AAA ball club is in town this weekend, too. I don't know if
really?
Yeah. So there you go. Get
Mm.
a little baseball in.
It didn't even have to be Nashville for me to be interested.
All right, so let's talk roles here. You are an elder.
Yes, I play Elder Cunningham, and he's kind of like the wrench thrown into the Mormon engine, I would say. Yeah,
One way to put it.
he's like the missionary who's never actually read the Book of Mormon. Like, that's his thing. And he has a really bad lying habit.
Which
Or a
isn't
really
like real life.
A really
lying.
good lying
Yeah,
habit. I mean, he's probably really good at it, but should he be? I don't know.
Right.
All right, and Candace?
And I play Nabalungi, who I like to call the Disney princess of the whole shebang. She's the daughter of the chief of the village that the elders come to. What would you call it? Missionary-ize? They're
The
on their
missionary-ize.
They're on their
Isn't that a Daryl Hall and John O song?
It might be.
But yeah, they're on their mission in Uganda, and I'm kind of the only one who wants to listen from the get-go. So, and Cody and I have
Star-crossed lovers.
Yeah, we have a little bit of a relationship, so it's fun getting to be on stage with this guy every night.
Yeah, that's my favorite act. The I Will Baptize You.
Oh, that's my favorite song in
Oh,
the whole
God, that's
show.
so good.
My
It's
favorite,
so
too.
good.
Yeah.
We like to ask this of folks who come through town. What was it like to get the call that you're now going to be touring with this amazing show?
Oh, it was bananas. It was 3.5 years ago. November of 2012, or late October, I don't remember, but I had auditioned for the show. It was the first musical theater audition I went to in New York City. And 2 weeks later, Hurricane Sandy happened, so all the power shut down.
Oh, wow.
And the day the power came back on in Manhattan, I got the phone call from my agent saying that I got the job.
Wow. That's
was-
a roller
It
coaster
was
for you.
crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, after a week of like saying "Kumbaya," on our living room floor without
Right.
power, then we got
Cooking
then I
hot
was
dogs
off.
over Sterno.
Yeah, literally, exactly. Ramen noodles, in tea kettles. It was crazy.
Now you're living the high life.
The high life, yeah. It's
with your
great. Been on the
bananas.
road ever since. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Wow, that's a long run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he spent 6 months on Broadway. With
Yeah,
the show.
I've been bouncing around.
And I got the call the last day of finals. I remember being so angry at Carrie Gardner, as well as being like so grateful. But I remember telling her, I wish you'd have called me 2 weeks before I had to take all those tests. It was literally, I finished my last final and walked into my apartment, and I got the call, and Carrie kind of like teased me. She was like, well, what did you sing for your jury? How did it go? Like, do you think you passed? And well, what classes are you taking this semester? And I like had made my schedule, and she was like, well, you're going to be on tour. So it was great, and we were all very happy and had dinner with like everyone in my class that night, and had to pack up and be in New York for rehearsals 2 days later. So
It's crazy.
yeah, it was crazy.
Do you have one white shirt and one black tie?
Yep.
That's it.
I mean, I have 2 black ties, and 2 white shirts and 2 black pants.
Your
And
costume's
one white
pretty
pants.
pretty simple.
Oh yeah, it's so simple. And 1 set of Mormon underwear. Looks like a onesie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
The
All
beautiful Mormon underwear.
So, how do you guys decide how to portray your character? I guess is there this is what the character is, this is what you will be? Because I like Cody, and I'm not a theater expert at all, but I was seeing a little AC/DC and a little Cartman in you.
Oh,
last night, and I
Yeah.
just wonder how you come up with that.
Well,
well,
it's kind of true, because he's like got that rock and roll thing happening. But it's interesting because the role was made so. I mean, it's before Olaf. It's what made Josh Gad famous, you know.
Right.
So it'd be so easy to go out and do like a really cheap Josh Gad impression, but then nobody wants to see that, So you kind of have to invent your own way of doing things. Otherwise, you're just,
Mimicking.
an impressionist. Yeah,
Right,
and that's no fun.
Yeah.
So I just my parents like to say it's like watching 4-year-old Cody up on the stage, because it was always, you don't look for Cody, you listen for him. That's what my dad would say. So then I just kind of let my freak flag fly.
Yeah.
So they're looking for a crazy person, so they hire a crazy person.
It's literally Cody, just like to the extreme. It's him when he's in an incredibly good mood, or like it's him. Like there are times when I look at him on stage and I'm like, he is not Elder Cunningham right now. He is Cody acting a fool. Like, so. But and I hadn't seen the show before I got cast, so I think half of what got me this role is that she's so much of me, like just young and innocent and happy to be alive, So I think they cast people who have so much of the characters inside of them, you know?
Yeah.
Let's talk about things that happen on stage that aren't expected.
Uh-oh.
Has this happened?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We love these stories.
I get in trouble.
All the time.
Do
all
you?
the time,
Do you try
yeah.
and throw people off?
Coming from the person who he tries to throw off the most.
All right.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
All ears.
Oh,
What happened,
man.
Candace? Come on.
Oh,
Spill the beans.
this guy, the most recent story, I think, he got a rip in his shirt. It had been
one of his
pressed
2 shirts.
so much
That it's just sort of.
that it literally just crumbled on stage, and I think I was the first person to notice it. And I remember looking at you during one of the numbers, and he like kind of cocked his head like, what are you staring at? And I like was looking at his shirt and then looking at his face, and he finally looked down and his jaw just dropped, and I could see like
my
the
shirt was
sinister
breaking more and more.
And throughout the whole number, he was just playing his shirt up, just like sticking his arm out to the audience and like giving a little like point here and there, and like using it in his dance numbers. And
Yeah,
he's just like, he's crazy. And every now and then he'll call me something from like Namaste, Namasama, Mahusa to
That was last night's.
Neospore and to Nissan Altima to just see what will get the most response out
My
of
favorite
me
is
and the
Nancy Kerrigan.
Oh, that's a good
Throw
one.
that one in there.
Oh my gosh, he called me Nicolette Mall last week. Like
Yeah.
he makes the show fun every night.
Nomar Garcia Parra.
Oh my goodness, it's been some ridiculous things.
I called her Kareem Abdul-Jabbar once, like for no reason.
You called me Kim.
Kim. I guess like, just throw in just a random white girl name, just to be like
Kim.
I'm so sorry, Amanda. Like for no reason.
And you just have to go,
God.
right?
I just have to go with it. There's been a couple of shows where I've gotten in trouble because I can't. It takes me a moment, and then he knows it's hard for me to get back in it. Like if I start laughing, it's downhill. It takes a moment for me.
So then,
to...
after I make her break, and then I'm very professional.
Yes, it always
What's
makes
your problem?
Me,
Once I know I go too far, and then I have to bring it back, and
then
be a
I'm
little
glaring
professional.
at him.
Well, I mean, the problem is that Elder Cunningham is literally like chaos incarnate. So then, like, when you really embrace that, like, I never even know what's going to happen because I'm just, like, literally flying by the seat of my pants. And then suddenly something happens and I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have done that.
And the rest of us are all like, Cody.
Yeah, like, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah. Well, what about that show when you were like, let me kick?
I was just so stupid. Just kicking for no reason to kick. And then, like, the guy tried to move on with the show and I wasn't ready to move on, I guess, so I just said out loud, like, let me kick, like, keep kicking.
It's not in the script.
My microphone was on, and then I just was like, oh, go on.
Kind of like your own little director on stage.
Literally,
right?
just,
oh my goodness.
And then, the stage manager will come in and be like, Cody, and I'm like, I know.
You're adding lines.
Yeah.
Sounds like you guys have a lot of fun.
Oh, it's so hard not to. The show is so entertaining that,
yeah,
it's impossible not to have fun.
Well, here's the problem. It's almost sold out.
Yes.
Which is a good thing to have for your show.
Yes.
But not a good thing if you haven't got tickets yet.
Correct. But we do have the lottery system where it's 2.5 hours before a show. You sign up and you throw your name in a drawing. And if your name gets drawn, you get 2 tickets for $25 each.
Ooh, sweet.
Yeah. And
Cash
they're like,
only.
are they front row seats? Not here, but they're still... They're very good
close
seats.
To the front.
Yeah, and for $25 each, cash only. But I mean, you won't find that deal. It's an amazing opportunity.
All right. Well, what we know is we can do that, or ticketomaha.com.
Yes,
is a good place to get tickets, and then see the Book of Mormon while it's in town.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right, you guys. Appreciate the time.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, you enjoy Omaha, and you enjoy being home.
I will.
Yeah. All right. So Cody and Candace, see you on stage.
Yes.
Thanks, guys.